How about them Cowboys? Angry Cowboys fan. Born to battle. Storm just means we never sell. America's team through thick and thin. When the sun shines bright, that's where we win. Angry Cowboys fan.
What's going on, Cowboys Nation? What's good? Hey, what's going on, Cowboys Nation? What's good? What's going on, Cowboys Nation? What's good? Y'all know who it is. It's your man, the Angry Cowboys Fan, and you're listening to the Angry Cowboys Fan Podcast, the place to find my raw and uncut in podcast form. Cowboys Nation, we're going to be going over a few topics on this week's episode of the Angry Cowboys Fan Podcast. We're going to be talking about the New York Football Giants making a sudden coaching decision and how it could affect our Dallas Cowboys for the future. We'll be discussing the poison pill that Jerry Jones interjected into Micah Parsons' trade package. We'll be going over the list of current Dallas Cowboys who will be entering free agency next year, and if I were the GM, who I would consider extending and who I would consider to allow to test the open market. I'll also be talking about my first experience at a Dallas Cowboys home game and our trip to the DFW. All that and more during this week's episode of the Angry Cowboys Fan Podcast. All right, Cowboys Nation. I have seen a number of Dallas Cowboys fans celebrating at the fact that the New York Giants fired Brian Daboll after the loss, landing them at 2-8 so far during the 2025 NFL season. But Cowboys Nation, I have a feeling that the New York Giants are going to pick up a head coach that the Dallas Cowboys know extremely well. A head coach that's pretty good at developing young quarterbacks. A person that has coached some of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. Everyone in the NFC East knows that the New York Giants lost to the Chicago Bears 20-24, causing the higher-ups in the Giants organization to let go of their current head coach in Brian Daboll. Daboll was originally hired because of his work that he was able to pull off with Josh Allen. Now, they brought him in thinking that it was going to be the same outcome for Daniel Jones. Needless to say, Cowboys Nation, it wasn't. That didn't work, and the Giants sent Daniel Jones packing. Now he's with the Indianapolis Colts with the nickname Indiana Jones because of how well he's doing at the quarterback position with the Colts. Saquon Barkley's with the Philadelphia Eagles. He's staying healthy and doing a wonderful job where he's at, and the New York Giants suck. Was that the head coach's fault, or was that the fault of the general manager? Honestly, Cowboys Nation could care less, but what I would caution Cowboys Nation to think outside the box, because the New York Giants moves could certainly affect how the NFC East shakes up next year. The year where we see our Dallas Cowboys making a huge move forward in competitiveness. So right now, the New York Football Giants have made Mike Kafka their interim head coach for this year, and maybe until they find a permanent solution to their coaching problem. In comes a head coach that has a track record with developing quarterbacks. In comes a head coach that has had a history with working with top quality quarterbacks like Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers, and yes, our own Dak Prescott. Cowboys Nation, I could see the New York Giants hiring former Green Bay Packer and Dallas Cowboy head coach in Mike McCarthy. No, some Dallas Cowboys fans are asking the question, well, what does this have to do with the Dallas Cowboys? Well, seeing that the New York Giants are the Dallas Cowboys' NFC East counterparts, having Big Mike as their head coach in New York could put a barricade in front of what the Dallas Cowboys want to do next year and for years to come. Having Mike McCarthy in New York could give their organization the tools needed in order to help their rookie quarterback Jackson Dart. Let's not kid ourselves, Cowboys Nation. Mike McCarthy was an instrumental part in the success of Dak Prescott during Big Mike's tenure as the Dallas Cowboys head coach. Sure, his play caller was a little outdated and he didn't know how to use the run game, but the New York Giants have a quarterback that has flashed great talent and accuracy. He may neglect Cam Scatterboo when it comes down to the run game and when they get down on the scoreboard, but the connection between Dart and Malik Neighbors and their other wide receivers will get that much better. This is not a good look for our Dallas Cowboys, seeing how bad we struggle against the deep ball this year. Sure, we're looking toward free agency to help combat those issues while also going into the 2026 NFL Draft with 2 first-round picks to help get dogs to shut down the secondary. But if Jerry and Stephen Jones don't correct the issues that we see on the defensive side of the ball, I can see Mike McCarthy with Jackson Dart giving our secondary fits next year. Y'all know the old saying, laugh now, cry later. And I have this feeling, this deep feeling in the pit of my gut that we may be looking at doing such a thing with the New York Giants situation this year. Here we are, jumping up and down for joy because the Giants let go of their head coach and play caller while our GM won't press the eject button on our defensive coordinator in Matt Eberflus. Even after seeing how our defense struggled this year, Jerry and Stephen Jones are dead set in keeping this man around instead of finding a defensive coordinator that can work with the talent instead of the talent working with him. Eberflus expects this talent to conform to his scheme instead of him developing the scheme around his talent, and I feel that's where the Dallas Cowboys defense is going wrong this year. So, as Cowboys Nation laughs at the fact that the New York Giants let go of their head coach, at the same time, we should be hoping that our owner/GM would do the exact same thing with Matt Eberflus, especially if we go out this Monday night again and lay an egg against one of the worst teams in the NFL this year, the Las Vegas Raiders. Right now, I thank the Lord that the Dallas Cowboys had a bye week during last week. Seeing what the team had to go through, they needed all the time off, plus it gives Quentin Williams and Logan Wilson time to get in the building and get acclimated to the Eberflus system in order to help this defense become better this season. If the New York Giants were to hire Mike McCarthy, we would need a leg up on the NFC East in order to jump out in front of them next year and not look back. But I don't know about you, Cowboys Nation, but the thought of Mike McCarthy being the New York Giants' next head coach is a little bit scary to me. And no one said anything about Mike McCarthy becoming the head coach. I don't have an insider knowledge on the matter. I don't have somebody feeding me this knowledge. This is something that I would consider doing if I were the GM of the New York Giants. Not only does this move help our offense and our quarterback, it also gives me a little intel on the Dallas Cowboys offense, seeing that Brian Schottenheimer is running a Mike McCarthy-influenced offense. And it's not like the New York Giants haven't done such a thing before, Cowboys Nation. When Jerry Jones let go of Jason Garrett, where did he end up being an offensive coordinator? The New York Giants. The Dallas Cowboys fired Jason Garrett January 5th, 2020, and the New York Giants scooped him up 12 days later. I know Mike McCarthy has been on the sidelines this year, but the Giants felt secure in their head coach in Brian Daboll. Now that there's no security in the head coaching position at MetLife, I can see them going after Mike McCarthy. They would have absolutely nothing to lose by acquiring Big Mike services in order to help their organization get out of the funk that has been in for over 5 years. And to keep it a buck, I bet you my bottom dollar that the New York Giants would cherish 3 12-5 seasons, a little bit better than Cowboys Nation did. So, Cowboys Nation, I know that we're worried about making it to the playoffs this year, but we also have to take a look at what's going on around the NFC East. Instead of laughing at the Giants, we need to be 2 steps ahead of them so we don't find ourselves at the bottom of the division come next year. So let's continue to bring in much needed talent to help this defensive side of the ball. And Jerry, take some pointers from the New York Giants. If your coach isn't working out, get rid of them. You don't take a look at what you did in the past. You don't take a look at what you did with other coaches. You take a look at what your coach is doing now and you get rid of him. Matt Eberflus is not working out for our Dallas Cowboys. All right, Cowboys Nation, I know I said I would keep the Micah Parsons talk to a minimum, but I believe that his trade to the Green Bay Packers, Jerry Jones, once again showed Cowboys Nation why he's called the Gambler and how he looked out for the Dallas Cowboys in the NFC East. When Micah Parsons was traded to the Green Bay Packers for Kenny Clark and 2 first-round picks, a lot of people in Cowboys Nation didn't know the specifics when it came to the fine print in the trade. As the days go by, Cowboys Nation continues to get more information about the topics. According to Adam Schefter and ESPN sources, Micah Parsons' trade to the Green Bay Packers included a poison pill that the Dallas Cowboys inserted to block a deal in the near future to the Philadelphia Eagles. Previously unreported poison pill condition states that if the Green Bay Packers decide to trade Micah Parsons to a team in the NFC East division, seeing that the Eagles were trying their hardest to get him last summer, the Green Bay Packers would owe the Dallas Cowboys its 2028 first-round pick. I tell you, Cowboys Nation, Jerry Jones has been doing the damn thing when it comes to trading and acquisitions this year. A part of me was scared that Jerry Jones would get fleeced trying to deal out Micah Parsons. I will admit, though, as far as I know, I believe that the Dallas Cowboys are winning the battle when it comes to the Micah Parsons trade. Out of the trade, the Dallas Cowboys ensured that Micah Parsons would not join an NFC East team anytime soon. It's not just the Philadelphia Eagles, even though Eagles fans would have you believe that this poison pill was all about them. It's each other NFC East team as well. We were able to acquire Kenny Clark, Quinnen Williams, Logan Wilson, while also holding on to the Green Bay Packers 2026 first-round pick. I'm sorry, Cowboys Nation, but the moves that we've made far exceed what the Green Bay Packers have been doing with the services of Micah Parsons this year. On top of that, Jerry Jones ensured that he couldn't be a menace to the Dallas Cowboys twice a year if he joined the NFC East. The poison pill only applies to this season and the 2026 season. If the Green Bay Packers decide to move on from Micah Parsons in 2027, they wouldn't be obligated to give the Dallas Cowboys their first-round pick. But this poison pill also applies to the Dallas Cowboys and Kenny Clark. If the Dallas Cowboys trade Kenny Clark to an NFC North team in the same time frame, we would owe the Green Bay Packers our 2028 first-round pick. We can trade him to any other division other than the NFC North, but if I were Jerry and Stephen Jones, I would keep him alongside Quinnen Williams and Oso Odighizuwa to keep this interior of the defensive front stout. But this was a very smart move by Jerry Jones, Cowboys Nation. We don't need Micah Parsons within the NFC East, given our offense fits twice a year. Honestly, I would have sent Micah Parsons to a team like the Cincinnati Bengals in exchange for a Trey Hendrickson, Logan Wilson, and a 2026 first-round pick. I'm not saying that Quinnen Williams isn't a great addition, because he absolutely is. I would just be looking towards sending Micah Parsons to a team with zero Super Bowl aspirations for the near future. A team that we will play only once in the next 3 or 4 years. But this was a great move by Jerry Jones in the front office, a great insurance policy for our Dallas Cowboys, and a huge middle finger to the Giants, Commanders, and Eagles. Go draft your own Micah Parsons if you want one. Let's see if you can do it. All right, Cowboys Nation, I know I shouldn't be looking toward the 2026 free agency pool, but you have to do what you got to do in order to better your team for next year. According to SpotTrack.com, we have a lot of role players that are going to be coming up for either a contract extension or the ability to test the market come 2026. There's some players that I would hang on to, but there are also some players that I would allow to test the market. So let's go ahead and go over to SpotTrack.com to take a look at the free agents that the Dallas Cowboys have coming up at the beginning of the 2026 season. All right, Cowboys Nation, we over here on SpotTrack.com. Looking at all of the free agents that are going to be coming up for the Dallas Cowboys in the 2026 NFL free agency period. So we're going to take a look at the people who I would try to extend and who I would let go. And Cowboys Nation, this has nothing to do with the team. This has everything to do with winning. So right now we got Kenneth Murray. Honestly, I'd let him go. Donovan Wilson. If we're going to draft somebody in the 2026 NFL draft, a safety, then I would consider letting him go. Dante Fowler Jr. At $6 million, I might want to let him go, but I also want to see what type of edge rushers we have in the NFL draft just to see if we have somebody that could replace him. Robert Jones, I might keep for depth when it comes to the offensive guard position. Kyer Elam, shipping him out the door. Javonte Williams, it all depends on what he wants to continue to be a Dallas Cowboy. What number he's looking for an extension. If he's looking for like 9 to 10 million, I might have to let him go and look at the free agency pool as far as running backs go. All right, we got Peyton Turner, edge rusher. I don't know, Cowboys Nation. That might be somebody I want to let go depending on his number. George Pickens, I'm doing everything in my power to extend this man. Doing everything in my power to keep him a Dallas Cowboy and to keep that star on the side of his helmet. We go to Sam Williams. Hey, we're not going to be able to package him up for a trade this year, so he's going to be a free agent come next year. And honestly, Cowboys Nation, if he doesn't show the Dallas Cowboys anything in the pass rush, if he doesn't put continuous pressure on the quarterbacks, then that's another person that we can look toward getting off of. Then we go to Jack Sanborn. Sorry, Matt Eberflus, but Jack Sanborn is out the door. Now that we have Logan Wilson as our green dot, I can safely say that Jack Sanborn can be out the door. Miles Sanders, out the door. Jalen Tolbert, out the door. CJ Goodwin, we continue to extend CJ Goodwin. We continue to keep him at a good price. So I might go ahead and keep him, try to extend him for, what his number is now, and that's $1.25 million. If we can get him, if we can acquire him and extend him for under $2 million, I'm going to go ahead and keep CJ Goodwin. All right. Hakeem Adeniji, left tackle. Depending on what his number is, I like the depth that we have on the offensive line, so I might consider keeping him for the left tackle position. Brock Hoffman, I want to keep. I definitely want to keep Brock Hoffman because he is a dog in a rotational type of atmosphere. Cowboys Nation. Wanye Thomas. I want to keep Wanye Thomas because he's pretty speedy and he is not afraid to hit. He is not afraid to go down there, get into the run fits, and hit somebody. I want to keep him. Moan Clark. Go ahead, ship him out the door. TJ Bass, I don't know, Cowboys Nation. On his number right now, which is $900,000, I would consider keeping him. He's a restricted free agent, so there's some wiggle room and some things that we can do as far as an organization in order to keep him or get a future pick, in the 2027 draft. But John Stevens, yeah, he's gone. Hasn't been able to stay healthy, so we're going to go ahead and let him try out free agency. Brandon Aubrey, I am keeping him. I'm keeping Brandon Aubrey. No questions asked. As soon as we can get a contract done, he is probably going to be the highest paid kicker in the NFL. Right now, his market value is at $5.9 million, just right under $6 million. I'm going to do everything in my power to keep him. Josh Butler at the safety position, I think I'm going to keep him as well. And Reddy Stewart, depending on what he does for the rest of the season, I might want to hang on to him as far as depth goes at the cornerback position. But depending on what we do with Trayvon Diggs, if he is a pre or post June 1st cut, you might want to keep Reddy Stewart on the team just so you can have a little bit of backup when it comes to the cornerback position. But those are all the free agents that we're looking at either extending or letting go out the front door for the 2026 NFL free agency period. So who would you hold on to, Cowboys Nation? Y'all go ahead and let me know in the comment section. But we're going to go back to the field right now so I can go ahead and give my raw and uncut on this situation. Let's ride. Cowboys Nation, this has absolutely nothing to do with hating these players that I picked to test free agency in 2026. It has absolutely nothing to do with me being negative when it comes to said players. I just can't be married to any of these players if I want this organization to win a championship anytime soon. Everyone has to be susceptible to testing free agency in order to bring players who fit this scheme, who fit what we need for this team. We got to bring those to the forefront, Cowboys Nation. So you might have to let go of a few players that you want to keep, but you could definitely trim the fat off of this Dallas Cowboys team. But of course, there are players that I would automatically extend, like I said, Brandon Aubrey and George Pickens, but the rest could be open to walking out the front door if they're not ready to sacrifice for this team. And y'all know what I mean by sacrifice, Cowboys Nation. So who would y'all allow to walk out the front door? Y'all go ahead and let me know in the comment section. I definitely want to hear your thoughts on this matter. All right, Cowboys Nation. Being a Dallas Cowboys fan for over 30 years, My goal was to eventually make it to a Dallas Cowboys home game at AT&T Stadium, a tour at AT&T Stadium, and to tour the stadium was certainly on my bucket list. Last week, I was able to do just that. So I'd like to show y'all some pictures and some videos from my time at the DFW. And if you've never been, I highly advise that you get out there because it's a time you will never forget. Yeah, what's going on, Cowboys Nation and Angry Cowboys fans around the world? Y'all know who it is. It's your man, the Angry Cowboys fan, and we have landed in the DFW. We're getting ready for this game on Monday. Better go do the damn thing. Gotta go get the hotel, go on this tour. I'm gonna take y'all along for the journey, alright? It's your man, the Angry Cowboys fan, and I'm out. Yeah, y'all know what it is. It's your man, the Angry Cowboys fan. And I had to come here because everybody was telling me to come here. Everybody was telling me to come here in Arlington to go to the Walmart because they got everything. But we in these Cowboy streets doing the damn thing before we go to this tour. Man, it is off the chain. I love this Walmart. It's like Christmas over here. Look at all that Dallas Cowboys stuff. Yo, Cowboys Nation. Keep this shit out. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. That's what I'm talking about. Right here. AT&T Stadium is next door. That's how we do, Cowboys Nation. Yeah. Go, Cowboys. We headed in. We headed in. Yes, sir. We in the Mecca. AT&T Stadium, baby. Yes. Damn, we up in here, y'all. Look at the wall of crispy fitteds right here. Yo, I'm in heaven, y'all. Here go all the throwbacks over here. All the jerseys. Look at that. You got Overshown. We got Diggs over there. Fergie Ferg. You got Javonte Williams right there. Then you got the throwbacks. The throwbacks right here. With the playmaker himself, Michael Irvin. Once in a lifetime, baby. Once in a lifetime. The Mecca for all Dallas Cowboys fans. AT&T Stadium. Look at this. Look at this. This is amazing. Now, y'all know I can't be doing no filming during the whole tour, so I'll catch up with y'all later.
going to the pro shop.
We in the building. We in the building.
New Jersey. I need that.
Yeah. Got the only sports junkie in the house. We doing it major out here, getting ready for this Cowboys game. Man, it's been wild out here in Arlington, man. It's been wild. It's been a beautiful experience. Loving it. And yeah, we're gonna go to this game. We're gonna go to the tailgating. We're gonna get it in, and y'all gonna be there to experience it with us.
He didn't win until Emmett came back. Emmett held out for 2 games. He came back and went to Super Bowl.
Tell him who we had starting in front. Tell him who.
I'm tell you, bro. Hey, listen, bro. If Dak mess around and win a Super Bowl, bro, he gonna be the biggest thing since. Like, I'm telling you, man.
If you win a Super Bowl here, period, you're the
I'm
biggest.
telling you, bro.
He gonna be like,
Look how they treat
I'm
Dance,
telling
and
you,
he ain't won shit.
he gonna be like,
What's up, Cowboys Nation? We here. Here, AT&T Stadium is going down. Arizona Cardinals against the Dallas Cowboys. Couldn't be a better place, better environment, enjoying ourselves. Gonna go get this dub tonight. We found out that's Jerry. Yeah. Look at us in the building. Yes, sir. We are here, baby. AT&T Stadium. The Mecca for all Dallas Cowboys fans. That's what I'm talking about. We on, y'all see the star pointing? We are on the home side. You know we got to be on the home side. The home side is the best side. But we here, baby. Cowboys Nation, we made it. We made it. Made it to our first home game. Loving it, loving every minute of it. And y'all gonna enjoy it every minute of it with me. Yes, let's get this done, Cowboys Nation. We need it.
It's our time. We must rise up. Bring that energy. Bring that energy all day long. Hear that? That war is the heartbeat of Cowboys Nation. I will crash. History, pressure, and the aftershare. A nightmare. Our voices must fuel the fire deep down inside. I walk away every step. Now we unite to make that war. Let them know this is our house. We are Cowboys Nation. Let's go! When fucking Pickens was the fucking when Pickens was the number one hit.
The offense plays when
Bro, that shit is unbelievable. Bro, you took that like anytime this motherfucker make a first down or better, he gotta come out again.
Listen, I don't want to use my team, but Justin and Keenan
He's got to check his braids. Catching his breath.
Justin Herbert,
He got
you know.
0%
You like the Chargers? Hey, bro, I love your woman. Tell your woman to go to bed.
Yeah, we got to play the Chargers. It's a wrap.
We're defending Dak Prescott. We're not gonna defend Justin Herbert around this motherfucker. He's 10 years and nothing. My man got a heart. Fuck that shit. You just burn it. Oh, okay.
He said, I'm a Raiders fan. Yeah. What's going on, Cowboys Nation and Angry Cowboy fans around the world? It's your man, the Angry Cowboys fan, and we out of here. Our time in Arlington, Texas has expired. I appreciate everybody in Arlington, the Lux Hotels and Resorts for holding you guys, the tour at AT&T Stadium, it was off the chain, man. The hospitality down here was great. Cowboys fans, always great to talk with them, always great to visit with them and just kick it. You know what I'm saying? And to be able to go into a Walmart, see all that Dallas Cowboys stuff, it's a sight to behold. But with all good things, they must come to an end, and we got to end it right here. Go back to life, back to reality. So I hope y'all with us. Continue to support your man. We're going to try and get to even more home games. Link up with Sports Junkie once again. It was dope. A real one right there. Real one right there. But with that being said, we headed to the airport, DFW, getting up out of here, going back home. We hope to have safe flights. God bless us on this plane. And I'll see y'all again soon. It's your man, the Angry Cowboys fan. Appreciate your Arlington, DFW area. We out.
All right, Cowboys Nation. This is the time where we dip into the mailbag and answer a couple of comments from the comment section of my most recent videos. If you want me to give my raw and uncut on your comment, all you got to do is be active in the comment section, and I will pick your comment, to elaborate on. But the first comment comes from Simus Says. The comment reads, "They always been here. Why y'all acting like this is something new? You talk about the creep in people, but what's creepy is how y'all keep bringing up a man's unfortunate transition. It looks like Cowboys content makers are milking his death for clicks and views. Trashing has and will always be in professional sports. Unfortunately, let's not act like this is something new. Y'all just doing it for clicks now, my opinion, and that's as disrespectful as people talking shit." All right, Simon Says, let me first point out, you said creeps. You put creeps in quotation. I said cretins. That's what I said. And my thing is this. I've only made a couple of videos when it comes to Marshawn Nealon and the situation that happened. And in those videos, I didn't go into specific details, didn't give the TMZ information and the audio recordings of the 911 calls that they were talking about because I felt that that would be disrespectful to the Nealon family. The only thing that I did was give my condolences and actually talk about what went on. And the fact that mental health is a thing, and that if you need help as far as mental health goes, you can reach out to me. This is what I said. And also in that second video where I said the shit gotta end pretty much, I got tired of what people were talking about, from rival fan bases. And I'm sorry, but you say that that's nothing new. Trashing has and always will be in professional sports. Not when somebody dies, bro. Not when somebody unalives themselves. I'm sorry, but you have to be a special type of individual that will sit there and heckle somebody for taking their own life. So, if you want to talk about disrespect, those are the people that you should be talking to as far as disrespect goes. As far as what I did, I'm sorry. I got tired of it, and I put it in video form. I appreciate your comment. I appreciate you rocking with the channel. If you do indeed rock with the channel, if you don't, more power to you. But thank you for the comment, and hopefully we can get past this whole Marshawn Nealon thing. We can move forward. The team and his family can move forward. You can never get over it. All you can do is move forward. So rest in peace to Marshawn Nealon, and I won't be making too many more videos on the situation because it has happened, and it's unfortunate, but it had to be said, Cowboys Nation. But Simon Says, I appreciate you, though, for your comment. Now, on to the second comment. The comment comes from John Santos 6480. The comment reads, "Bro, I quit watching the networks years ago, and I'm not even a Cowboys fan. If you want to change their narrative, don't watch. Don't cover their networks. You're giving them fuel to keep up the same garbage. When their ratings and views go into the shitter, that will create change. You have power to make change. Use it." Well, John Santos 6480, I don't know if you are aware or have been rocking with the Angry Cowboys Fan YouTube channel, but what the 3 and 4 letter networks do, This is one of the reasons why I made the Angry Cowboys Fan YouTube channel. This is one of the reasons why I feel like I should hold them accountable. You talk about clicks and ratings and stuff like that. I don't even go to the 3 and 4 letter network's YouTube channels. There are pretty much people out there on YouTube that pirate their stuff to where I do not have to go to ESPN or FS1 to give them any type of views. So you're saying that I'm helping with the ratings and the views? No, I'm not, bro. No, I'm not. And I mean, I don't know. You said that you don't watch them anymore, but there's a lot of Dallas Cowboys fans that actually do. And I'm here to give my perspective on what the 3 and 4 letter networks are talking about and to give it a Dallas Cowboys fans perspective. But I get what you're saying. You know, I get what you're saying. If you don't want to give them power, then don't watch. Bro, I don't watch. And that's the thing you should know if you rock with the Dallas Cowboys and the Angry Cowboys Fan YouTube channel. But you said in your comment that you're not even a Dallas Cowboys fan, so you wouldn't get the content that I bring to the channel. But I appreciate you. I appreciate you clicking on the video. I appreciate you giving me your raw and uncut when it comes to the situation, when it comes to your advice on how we should just X out the 3 and 4 letter network so that we don't give them any power. But the thing is that with every one Dallas Cowboys fan, there are 4 fan bases that can't stand the Dallas Cowboys, and they will continue to watch the 3 and 4 letter networks no matter what a Dallas Cowboy fan does. But I don't give them a view, so I ain't got to worry about it. I appreciate you. I appreciate your raw and uncut when it comes to this matter, being active in the comments. But this has been your man, the Angry Cowboys Fan. Cowboys Nation, what did you think about the episode of the Angry Cowboys Fan family? Do you agree or do you disagree with the topics that I brought up? What would you like to add to this episode? Y'all know how we do. We always talk about it in the comment section. If you're digging this content and you want to help get us over the hump to 20,000 subscribers, drop a like on this video, share it with your friends and family who are Cowboys fans, and if you're on your mobile device, make sure you hype this video. Doing so will help us get out to even more Dallas Cowboys fans so they can see this classy Cowboys content and want to join the Angry Cowboys Fan family. But if you are DC for life and you enjoyed this episode of the Angry Cowboys Fan Podcast, hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell to be notified whenever I go live, release a video, podcast episode, film breakdowns, or Madden 26 or College Football 26 gameplay. I want to give a shout out to my homie Sports Junkie for coming and enjoying this home game against the Arizona Cardinals with myself and my wife. I thank you so much. I want to give a happy belated birthday to my father-in-law. I am so glad that you enjoyed the Dallas Cowboys football game, and believe me, there will be more to come. And Angry Cowboys Fan family, I will be recording and releasing my Madden 26 game against the Las Vegas Raiders soon. So if you want to see that, make sure your notifications are turned on so you don't miss a thing. But this has been your man, the Angry Cowboys Fan. Y'all have a great week, and I'm out. Dang, Angry Cowboys fan, you done made it through the entire video. But if you want more content, you can definitely go to this video right here. Or if you want the latest episode of the Angry Cowboys Fan Podcast, you can go right here. But whatever you do, like, share, and subscribe to the channel, but remain DC for life.